My name is Yara, and I'm a rainbow chef from California. Today, we'll be making apple caprese skewers. Okay, let's get started. Today, we'll be using apples. I'm using Granny Smith and Honeycrisp. You can use whichever you like. Olive oil, apple cider vinegar, chives, cheese, Dijon mustard, and some skewers. First, I'll start by chopping my chives. Here is a bowl for my vinaigrette. I'll take my chive and I'll cut it into small slices using my claw method. Spoon of my chives. Then I'm going to add my tablespoon of chives to my vinaigrette bowl. Now, I'm going to do my 1 tablespoon of cider vinegar. So, I'm going to grab my cider vinegar and open it. Then, I'm going to measure 1 tablespoon and pour it into the bowl. Now, I'm going to measure 2 teaspoons of mustard. So, I'm going to open my mustard and measure 2 teaspoons. Next, I'm going to measure my 1 teaspoon of honey. So I'm going to grab my honey and I'm going to pour in. And then I'm going to add my honey to the bowl. Now I'm going to measure 2 teaspoons of my olive oil. First, before I do that, I'm going to grab a small whisk and I'm going to whisk them. And I'm going to pour my olive oil in while I whisk it. Before I pour my olive oil in, I'm going to go grab 2 tablespoons of water. Now that I have my 1 tablespoon of water, I'm going to measure my olive oil. So I'm going to unscrew my olive oil cap and I'm going to measure 2 teaspoons. First, I'm going to whisk it while I pour in my teaspoons. And for my second one. Now that I'm done whisking, I'm going to put my vinaigrette aside. Now for my apple and cheese skewers. I'm going to take an apple and I'm going to cut it into cubes. And then I'm going to do the same for my cheese. I'm going to now cut my apple. For cubing, cut them into cubes using your claw method. Now, I'll take my cheese and cube this. Now, to assemble our skewers. On each skewer, you are going to have 2 cubes of cheese and 2 cubes of apple. I'm going to have 1 cube of my Honeycrisp apple and 1 cube of my Granny Smith apple. You can do whatever you like. I'm holding my fruit between my fingers so I don't accidentally get poked by my skewer. Once you're done making all of your skewers, you're going to gently drizzle on some of your vinaigrette. Now you have a healthy snack that is full of rainbow. Thank you so much for cooking with me today. See you next time.